Grateful for the one person that liked the post, at least. Say the weather here, and as you can see, it's like completely cold in Sweden. So you can change. You can see through the window is like frosty as fuck. There's already snow here almost, so it's like super cold. Somebody's on the chat. Not on the stream, I mean. I was going to do something.
På Stadium Outlet hittar du allt inom sport och fritid. Dessutom till riktigt bra pris.
You know, death fascinates me in a weird way, even though it's inevitable, it's scary too, and sad, but the entire purpose, of our existence. Saw some videos on 200%, 200 IQ dude or something. I don't know where they got that stuff from, but I am not even in the picture here. Now I can see myself. Where's the video? I'm going to look for it. 200. IQ dude was talking about reincarnation and existence beyond our physical bodies when we die. So it's an interesting video. I saw my own. I don't care if you don't believe it; it doesn't matter to me at all. But I saw my own father's soul when he died. I saw it with my own eyes, and I wasn't even a skeptic. I always believed in consciousness, it goes on beyond death, but I saw it when he died. I saw it. And he actually fulfilled his promise that he said to his partner back then. At the moment he dies, he will become a rainbow in the sky. And there was like some weather anomaly in my city when he died the same day. Like nobody can explain it. It was even in the media. 100% certain it was my dad. What sucks about dying is, if it's true, you know, with the entire reincarnation stuff and with that consciousness, if you look at it in a way now, like a quantum entanglement and the quantum explanation, you know, that consciousness is light and it's ejected back into this universe once you die, or some other dimension or something. The vessel is gone. The vessel is gone, and it's just the memories of the person. And it's, in a way, it's it's very sad because it's, you know, if we never have a vessel like this again, we just become energy. What's the point, you know? To me, it's like a punishment to have an experience and then it's over, you know, you can't go back. My dad used to think the same, that once he dies, he wants to look the same and be the same vessel for eternity, you know. But we're just here for a brief moment. To me, it's terrifying because I will, you know, never see my daughter again in the shape I remember her in this life. And, you know, I don't believe in that heaven stuff. To me, it sounds more like, I don't know, I'm contradicting myself. How can I believe in afterlife but not in heaven, you know, or existence after? Because the thing is, if we've been, you know, we've been so many different vessels in the past, how on earth can we have a definite interpretation of that vessel in another dimension if we've been constantly just repeating a cycle? And probably why we don't remember our past lives unless we actively try to remember our past lives, like a lot of people do through meditation and spiritual practices. I've had dreams, you know, of past lives. I once dreamt I was a father dying from cancer, and then I had a son that was very sad. I felt very sad when I woke up, like it was a real life I've been living, you know. What if we all remember all of that when we die, you know? If we can. It's a horrific reality we live in. If it's like that, you know. It's not beautiful to me. A lot of people are like, oh, we're going to meet everyone we loved. Those are the things I'm always thinking about, you know, like just this year I saw somebody die on the street. Some poor old man. I was walking with my daughter, you know. I was reminded of seeing my own dad die from a heart attack. Some old man was obviously dead. He was just lying there. They were trying to resuscitate him with that. Then they just put him in the ambulance and he was dead. I know he was dead. It was like, you don't need to read it on the news or anything. And people was just sad, you know, watching. My daughter too, you know. I'm reminded of death all the time. I used to dream of being a vampire when I was a child. I want to be immortal. I want to transcend these limitations. I'm put in this vessel that is limited to expire. I hate the thought that I can't control that. So I guess that led me to left-hand path, you know. Eventually, you know, trying to find a way to transcend, but we can't become immortals. We have to be a realist. We can't become immortals, unfortunately. We're nothing but low vibrational frequency beings, you know. Or maybe our soul, our consciousness is more evolved, but we're forced to be here in a state that is constantly on the verge of ceasing to be, you know. Everybody's fighting to stay young and fit and healthy, you know, but you will die eventually, and it doesn't matter. You will all die. Everybody you come across on the street will die. Every cute little living entity will die because some fucked up existence we are in. I'm one of those Gnostic believers, you know, old Gnostic teachings with the demiurge entrapping our souls and all of that. Some failed architect, you know, in that sense, created an imperfect reality for us to just inhabit for a while, suffer, go through shit and then die. And being spiritual doesn't help you at all, you know, if you're even if you believe like in your soul, your consciousness moves on, and there's another reality, you know, that doesn't really help because you don't know where the fuck you end up, you know. For sure, you can't say I know everything. I know it's just narcissism, you know. I'm so tired of these spiritual narcissists that just they know everything. I have no proof. I just have, you know, their word is worth everything, and you have to take their word for the truth, you know. Like, they don't know shit what they're talking about. They don't know anything until the moment they die, basically. Then they will face the facts, you know. Even science, you know, are speculating about the consciousness moving on, and there are a lot of physicians and quantum entanglement big shots in the USA who are talking about consciousness being eternal, and you know, our bodies are just vessels, and we hear a simulated reality projection, all of that. But nobody knows what actually happens afterwards. So just theories. I made an impossible promise. I would find my daughter afterwards. I don't know how I'm going to we talk about stuff like this, you know, the afterlife and the purpose of existing and pain and promised I would wait until it's her time. No matter what happens to me, if I get like trapped in some void and become like some demon entity, I don't know what. I promised I would wait for her. Show her it's okay. It's like some master AI or some kind of, if the universe is like some mastermind AI, when you die and you enter the light and you travel through the tunnel and you meet this fucking AI who's our God. We just tell it, fuck off. Man, we have everybody you love here. We can produce everyone we love here, everyone, like. But you have to stay here like light, as a vessel of light, just happiness and bliss and harmony, like. Really, I won't accept it. Like, send me back to hell. Send my ass back to hell. I don't want to stay in a fucking bliss and harmony environment where, like, can't even jerk off, Feel a hug. Desires, nothing. The fuck is the point? Just being energy, Being just energy sucks. Yeah, you can travel maybe perhaps through different dimensions and see all of reality as it should be, but you won't ever be able to feel a human touch again. You won't be able to feel nothing, physical, just energy. What the fuck is the point? The best thing you can do is possess somebody, Enter somebody's vessel forcefully, then you become like a demon. I will probably possess a lot of people, that's for sure. Sorry, it's nothing personal. I just want to feel again, I will probably keep possessing people until I can move on, I'm sounding like the most craziest person, but at least I'm keeping it real. I don't give a fuck if I'm judged, seen as crazy. I'm special that way. I don't care about being accepted or popular. And why would I even post, stuff like when I'm meltdown on my bed and, most people can't even say they don't feel good, That's how insecure and weak people are. Yeah, I know nobody cares, but at least I'm keeping it real, Just a few more people start keeping it real, maybe we can have a change in this world and actually care about people in reality, but no, nobody cares. Everybody just pretends. Everybody just pretends. This is why I do what I do in my channel here, my vlog. I'm here to fuck things up by just being me, because nobody wants to be themselves. They want to be somebody else, to fit in, to be popular, to be accepted. I don't give a fuck, because we're all gonna die anyway. Nothing we do in this life will matter. Nothing. It's just our memory left here. People will remember us, but then we die too. Sorry, but I'm like Arthur Schopenhauer, the Prince of Darkness, We're here to suffer. Like Buddhist monks, they too believe we're here to suffer, Life is suffering, unavoidable suffering, and you have to find some kind of deep state of harmony in that suffering, because otherwise you just suffer. Everything decays, everything withers, everything destroys. It gets destroyed. There's nothing that stays in this reality. That's the reason why you shouldn't even get attached to anything or anyone, you know. But I'm a hypocrite because there are people I'm attached to. Obviously, my daughter matters, you know, most in the world to me, you know. Yeah, sorry for being an edgy lord, you know. I'm probably the biggest edgy lord in the world. That's why I don't have many friends, you know. But many people like talking to me in the street, you know, like, hey, you know, asking me for directions and stuff. And I think I look, you know, interesting and I'm kind and I smile a lot and joke, you know. It's because I'm fucking depressed, bro. A lot of people who are depressed are like the ones to come out as goofy and happy, you know. Then they just kill themselves, and nobody understands why. That's the sad reality we live in. I'm not gonna kill myself because it's pointless. I have a daughter, you know. I have a purpose. So I'm not suicidal. I just hate this reality sometimes. Being trapped here against my will. Yeah, I'm spiritual as fuck, as you can tell, even though I'm into this melancholic viewpoint of life. I come from a very religious lineage. My father was a believer in Christ, and religious and esoteric, a mystic, devoted to God in that sense, you know. I became rebellious against everything. Then I found almost the same path as my father later in life, ironically enough. He even said I would walk the same steps as my dad when he died, you know, in his funeral. His best friend, an Inca, one of the few surviving Incas from South America who moved to Sweden. We said the same thing. You are your dad. He said, like, same expression, same eyes, same purpose. I didn't understand what he meant back then, but now I understand it. I'm walking the same altruistic, change the world mindset he has. Suffering at the same time. You know, my dad was suffering tremendously. I didn't understand how much until later in life, because he always seemed happy, you know, he smiled a lot. He always looked happy in his photos, but you can see in his eyes he was sad, a lot of pain. Now I understand because I'm the same. I seem happy when I talk to people. Everybody says, oh, you seem like a jolly guy, you're so happy, you know. Like, you look well, you look healthy, you know. I keep hearing that all the time, but nobody has a fucking idea how I'm feeling on the inside, you know. My dad was the same. Everybody, you know, liked him for being polite and talking to people and always saying hi to everyone, you know. But I knew his pain. I haven't shaven since last Friday or something. I need to shave. Start looking like a witcher, you know, like gray hair. You can't even tell it in the darkness, but like filled with gray hair on my face. Well, my entire hair is actually gray. I just dye it, you know. I look old as fuck, but young at the same time. It's weird, like a mutant. I know very well about this all manifest your own reality. Your thought becomes your reality, all of that crap. I've been into the New Age stuff long before a lot of you guys, even had puberty hairs. So I know how that crap works, and it's just toxic positivity behind it. It's just privileged people who are so privileged they don't have to suffer enough to understand it's not that easy for everyone, to just think positive thoughts and affirmations and all of that crap. Most of the people I come across that are like into the New Age stuff are like the most narcissistic, self-absorbed people I've ever seen. People that live in fancy houses, have, they go to trips and vacations every week, they have so much money, they can do everything they want. Of course you can manifest a reality where everything is better for you when you already have it good, motherfucker. When you're already so fucking privileged. And then they sit there, talking about karma and positive thoughts, like somebody's born in a third world country, poor and starving to death, gets killed, tortured, molested or something by some degenerate fucker. It's their bad karma in this life, their bad karma. They chose to come here and do that, like, fuck off, you're a fucking narcissist. Narcissistic, spiritual narcissism, that's what I call it today. Spiritual narcissism. Never seen more narcissistic people than the New Age, love and light people. Never, ever in my entire life. Don't understand depression, they don't understand anxiety, they don't understand being, autistic, different. It's all low vibrational, it's all fear. Fuckers, you're going to hell, trust me. As I love reading and hearing these stories, about these self-righteous fuckers who preach all of this love and light and Christ and religion, and sinners here and there, and then they have a near-death experience, and then when they wake up in that experience, they're in hell, they're like, welcome. That's fucking karma for you. Yeah. You're going to hell, man. Pretending to be righteous and good doesn't keep the truth away from what you actually are. That's why I don't pretend to be righteous and good. I'm just honest, keeping it real. Not a perfect being, I have a lot of flaws. I'm not always positive, I'm not always strong and cheerful. I'm a lot of time, I have a lot of difficulties. I don't walk around judging everybody. Everybody says it's inferior. They have, I know how it is to struggle, so who knows? Maybe I'm going to heaven after all. I give a fuck. To be honest. I just want to be with my daughter. Be with my daughter. Again, that's all I care about. Even if it's in hell or some fucking dimension where... For a misanthrope, I'm kind of positive at the same time. The doctor I met last time, he said, in the journals I read sometimes, I'm curious what they think about me, I'm always reading stuff they say about me and how they interpret me as a person, It says I have a very, very, negative worldview, they said, but very positive for a misanthrope and social. So the doctor wrote, I'm a misanthrope, but I'm a social and kind, extroverted misanthrope in that sense. How is that possible? That they brains don't get it. How can you be misanthropic and at the same time not treat people like garbage? It's a mystery, bro. I'm always respectful, you know, to people, strangers. I say thank you for everything. I say hi if they say hi. Apologize if I bump into somebody, you know. I'm very, you know, respectful in that sense. But it doesn't mean I like humanity in general and existing here. So I'm a polite misanthrope. My ex-wife used to compare me to can't even say his name, Rumpelstiltskin from that Once Upon a Time show. He said, "You're like that guy." He said, she. You remind me of him. She said, like, I'm like some kind of what do you call it, trickster gnome or something, you know, like trickster. I am a trickster according to the mindset. I am the heyoka, the sacred heyoka, the sacred trickster clown. I'm a sacred being here to teach humanity, but acting super cringe and weird. Nobody understands me, but I have good intent with what I do. That's why I always have the master number 33 in everything I do. Every video I get, I publish here on my YouTube is stuck at 33 for several minutes, hours, for no apparent explanation or reason. I will make a video about it later. No. 33, 33, 33. 33 is the master number of divine enlightenment. You're on the path of divine enlightenment, a.k.a. helping humanity rise their frequencies and all of that crap. So yeah. But I'm not special, I don't think I'm special, I'm just tormented to exist. Nothing special at all. Just a depressed autist. It doesn't follow the norm of being one of these obnoxiously skeptic, rational sheeple that just follow empirical science and can't even formulate a single thought by themselves without data. I can't stand those kind of stereotypical autists. They are all like atheists. All are blinded by science. They have no other way to think than math, basically. They are sheeple. They follow the same fucking famous and popular scientists, and they are all lefties too, and they are like stereotype, you know, like you can instantly tell who they are, you know. They identify as, you know, so easy to. So I'm one of these really weird autists that shouldn't exist, you know. Maybe it's because I'm left-handed. Left-handed autists turn out like me, you know.
God morgon du som drar på dig blåkläderna när andra drar sig flera timmar till. Du som inte har tid för padden när
jag lyssnade på
jobbar
bra
hemma.
musik här.
Du som bygger...
Ja. Yes. Maybe today later I'm shaving my beard and coming back as my pretty version. But who knows? I might just stay like this to provoke people because I have like a just blind simping admirers who doesn't give a fuck about what I say or post more than just admiring. Pretending I'm a woman too, of course. They can't accept that I'm a dude. So, yeah, I hate that stuff. I just hope that sometimes a seed is planted in people with what I do, regardless, that their minds are more can get affected and not just their fucking cause. Misanthrope, yeah. Depressed anxiety, I'm tagging my video because nobody's watching and writing. Maybe it's better that way because I just get triggered by some random privilege. I mean, entitled person, yes. Coming and writing weird stuff to me, you know, like demanding stuff. I'm always in this monk mode, mystic monk mode, basically when I'm not doing my cringe videos, dressed up, and always in this mystical mode. Everything is dark and music is always, you know, like spiritual and esoteric. The few people I have on my Facebook are like checking all posts I made because I haven't been active in weeks. Like I don't post anything. They assume I'm like suicidal or something because I used to post a lot of stuff, memes. But since nobody cares, nobody wants to comment anything that doesn't revolve around entertainment, stupid, silly memes, food pictures, trips, or just something mundane. Nobody gives a fuck. So I stopped pretending I have people around me who are, you know, into anything that's enlightened or awake. I even, you know, like I said on another stream, I even try to make conversations with people's memes, you know, where they post memes, because I assume they know something about what they post and they are interested in it. Like I get no response. Like people just sit there and they just spam their fucking memes generated by Facebook algorithms, so they don't have to think themselves. But I'm one of these guys who thinks a lot and I reflect about everything. I overthink stuff, you know. But nobody replies. Like wherever I am, I mean, nobody replies, you know, like constantly, you know, nobody wants to talk to me. If it's nothing, you know, that isn't mundane. And I need to talk about these deep topics, or else I get so bored. I just start pranking and trolling, you know. So that's why I'm always trolling and being cringe and weird, because I'm super depressed, you know. Since nobody wants to actually talk about anything that is tangible and sustainable, that has relevance to our existence, I just start acting like a goofy guy, you know. Because otherwise everybody will see how disappointed I am with humanity. I'm so tired of toxic positivity. It's everywhere like a cancer. Everybody's there for you when you show that you're having a good time, you're not struggling in any way. As soon as you open up, they just instantly, you know, leave you and start giving you shitty advice. Instead, advice that just basically kick on the person laying down and just rub it into the wounds, basically. So that's why I don't open up anymore, because it's just toxic positivity. It's like a narcissistic collective norm in society. The people are only there for each other when it benefits them. But when it doesn't benefit them anymore, they will just start attacking you and act like you're a bad person, when it's actually them who's the bad person, who can show support, honest support. So that's what I don't like with people. They're all fake. Humanity is fake. I'm not. I'm always real, you know. That's why I'm not popular as a person. Outcast. Wherever I am, you know, I'm always an outcast. I know I'm not liked from the beginning, you know. Sorry for my restless legs. I'm not fapping, it's my leg. My old psychologist used to say, when I started opening up about my viewpoints, you know, about reality, he said, you know, I've had lots of patients through the years. I've had everything from Mensa qualified psychopaths and diagnosed narcissists, he said. But he said, you're special, you're something I never met, he said. You might be a genius, he said to me. And my response was, you know, that doesn't help me in any way to feel that I belong somewhere or feel that I can have a normal, you know, life where I find a purpose with having people in my life and understand why I'm different. And he said, that's just what a genius would have replied. He said, like, yes, I just got pissed off, you know, because I'm not a genius. I'm just cursed to have to be this different. If I were a genius, I would have had like so much more money and profits and wouldn't be in this struggle I am. I told him that too and said, yeah, it's because you are too complex. He said, you need to become more simple and pursue simple, mundane things like normal people. He said, you need to stop thinking about the multiverse and time and space and all dimensions and how it's all connected, intertwines, and the purpose of consciousness. He said, like, you need to get back into the simple stuff or else you will always have a difficult life. I haven't been able to get back. I'm so stuck in the omniverse, in the omniversal mindset, you know. I don't know shit, to be honest. I don't know much. Somebody asked me, you know, and I always tell them, a lot of people, when they start talking to them and opening up, they're like, oh, you know so much about everything. No, I don't know anything at all. That's why I want to know more, you know. And when I get something new and some new knowledge and epiphanies, I just realize I know nothing. I knew nothing before, so it's just repeat the circle that goes like this. I know nothing. That's how I tell people, I know nothing. I don't know shit. I'm no genius. As an outcast, interlooper. That's what I am. This reality. I shouldn't even be here, exist here. I feel like I'm like anomaly being put here, like a glitch in the actual script. You know, like they put up a glitch character, and that's me. You know. Laat eens ingen comment. I have a very intense stare, I've been told. I'm not even trying to look angry or something. Just I will look at people. A lot of people freak out when they have eye contact with me because I have like cat eyes, you know, seen to the soul. A lot of people start like twitching and stuff, you know. I've seen them twitch, like this. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? My dad had the same stare. My daughter has the same stare too. I think it's an autist thing, to be honest. Most autists have like a dead serious stare that penetrates your entire being. Omega isn't online now, it's too early, I guess. Yeah. Maybe later when I stream another time. That guy actually says things in my streams, so I don't have just to keep talking by myself and then get random live streamers telling me, what's the purpose of your streams? You're just sitting there. Are we supposed to just look at you or what? Been talking like for an hour, you know, and some random entitled person shows up. I just love that crap. Not love that crap, you know, but you know. I'm a cynic. I'm a cynic, where the hell? Chocolate drain. Chocolate drain. Chocolate drain. What the fuck? I don't know what I'm saying, it's just weird. I like that song with, I like that Tay Someday dude. I used to follow his stuff. Love his voice. Looking like Michael Jackson and having like the most deepest voice ever. I love this stuff, you know. It's a cool guy. What the fuck? I need to work out today. I feel like such a fat fucker.
Let's talk about what is death. What does it mean to die?
Well, that's the termination of your relationship with your particular physical body that you have at this present time.
Yes, listen to this, man.
When you are retracted from this
200 IQ, dude.
you go back up toward the origin of reality. You can be provided with a substitute body, another kind of terminal body that allows you to keep on existing.
With the same memories?
This is what religions, excuse me?
With a modicum of your memories before, or a complete eraser?
You can have these memories can be retained. Nothing goes out of existence in the conspanse of matter. Your memories can always be pulled back out but there's no reason to do it usually. Okay? Why cling to memories of a world in which you are no longer instantiated? So there are certain automatic psychological things that happen on death. At the moment of death.
Yeah, he can't be a parent because why clinch to something from reality you can't be part of anymore? Well, if you had you know somebody you love a lot, you will understand why you would like that.
Now you're basically meditating. So,
but I understand his reasoning, so.
However, you exist that way right now. Arguably, all of your lifetimes, if you were to be reincarnated again and again and again, all of the reincarnations are meta-simultaneous. There is a sense in which they all occur at once in the non-term.
So when people talk about heaven, which I know you have your own views, a specific differentiated view I haven't heard before as to what heaven is, and even hell. When people talk about heaven...
This is an interesting video, so I'm showing it on my live stream.
Like, reinstantiation of this body with probably a better hairline than I have, and
you got a great hairline.
Oh man, you should see Bernardo Castro, which I should put you in touch with. Have you heard of Bernardo Castro?
I've heard of him. Yeah, it's not wonderful. I think he was on email distribution about it. So I think it was one of Jack Sarfati's email distributions.
So who's that? Jack who?
Jack Sarfatti?
Yeah.
Jack Sarfatti is one of the hippies who saved physics.
Uh-huh.
You
Is
ever
he
read that
related
book?
to UFOs? Does he study UFOs?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think he's working on, right now, he's working on metamaterials that will allow us to build spacecraft that emulate Tic Tacs. Remember those Tic Tacs that the...
We're going to talk about that, man.
I mean, yeah, he's a gonzo physicist. But he's been around since the 1960s, and he and a bunch of other guys, like Sarag and Nick Herbert and Fred Allen Wolf and other people like this, there's a guy named David Kaiser, I think he's at MIT. He wrote a book called How the Hippies Saved Physics. And these were the guys, non-locality and all the quantum rule you hear about sometimes came from these guys. But in reality, they had a lot of very productive thoughts. And in a way, the world we're living in now is an outgrowth of some of what they were thinking and doing in those days. Some of these guys are still around. I mean, not just Jack Sarfatti, but you've also got other guys like, I know Nick Herbert is still there, and I know that Wolf is still there, Sarag is still there. These guys are on email distributions that Jack sometimes puts me in one of those distributions and so.
I want to talk to Jack at some point. I heard that I should talk to Jack. What I've been exploring recently is the topic of UFOs, because, like this podcast is about theoretical physics, consciousness, free will, and God. And it seems like UFOs, from our observations of them, break the laws of physics as we know. So a simple one is a simple one is
They do.
conservation of momentum. How can you move back and forth we have to assume a certain mass is associated with the craft.
This is a very interesting topic.
Well, yes, and of course mass amounts to inertia, and that's a violation of inertia. You can't just suddenly turn on one.
Right, so that's what I've been exploring.
Unless you're dealing with a projection.
Right.
Right?
That's also called spoofing, I believe. Have you heard that term?
Yeah, I have heard the term.
Yeah, lots of scientific terms. I don't even I don't know them, but I know the topics. Talk about.
Explain what this kind of projection would be.
Okay, while we're here, man, let's talk about this. What are your thoughts on UFOs in general, as well as the recent disclosure movements? Is there anything about UFOs that you find convincing that they are, in fact, maybe us from the future, maybe associated with God or demons or angels, or just an advanced civilization visiting us in the same way that we house people at zoos? I mean, animals in zoos.
They could be any or all of those things. There could be different kinds some kinds that come from the future, sometimes there's some kinds that come from another planet elsewhere in the universe, right? But they definitely got too much reportage on them. There are too many people who are coming up with heartfelt stories about them. They can't possibly all be fake, right? People aren't liars. If someone's going to risk his reputation and be called a nut by coming out and saying, I saw a UFO, you have to take that person a little bit seriously. Sure, there's scammers out there and people who are going to lie about it, but I don't think we could have this much reportage without actually having something to it, right? So I think a lot of people are telling the truth about UFOs. That means they have to be explained, and there are a number of possible explanations corresponding to different kinds of UFO.
You know that fitness coaches can be expensive.
Oh, this is a lot of bullshit now. I saw this earlier. It's just commercial.
It's one of those apps that when you see how easy it is, you wonder why wasn't it invented before? And I think that's because it's more than just an app.
Nej. I don't have YouTube Premium and that stuff.
It's this whole experience of speaking.
Did you used to have a conception of what you thought was woo? So, for example,
I love watching videos where people with PhDs and like 200 IQ say the same crazy stuff I do, but since I'm a crazy guy, nobody believes what I say, So maybe you believe him better.
I mean, I have had a number of paranormal experiences, and began at a rather young age, and that's one of the reasons I had developed the CQ, to develop an extended picture of reality that would actually accommodate alternate states of being, alternate states of mind. And so that is, rather than dismissing the experiences that I had in the past, I've actually become more comfortable.
What are some of these paranormal experiences?
Well, psychokinesis, telepathy, lots of precognition in my case, out of body experiences, you name it. I don't know of a single kind of paranormal event that I haven't spontaneously experienced at one point.
Have you witnessed any UFOs on your own?
Well, yes, I have. All right, and I was basically up near. I was working for the U.S. Forest Service, and I was up near in central Montana, near Malmstrom Air Force Base, by the way, where their number was showing up. But I saw something in the sky, and I actually stood and watched it for 30 minutes until I got bored and drove away. And I was driving a U.S. Forest Service pickup too, but literally stood there, leaning against the back of the truck, looking directly at it for a long, long time. Okay, it was perfectly, it did not change shape, it did not change position. It was right up there in the sky over, they were called the Little Snowy Mountains. I was in charge, kind of in charge of this mountain range in Montana. And that's where it was. And it was huge, it was titanic. I mean, there was no missing. I don't know if anybody else saw it or not, but yeah, it was up there.
What do you
What it
estimate
was,
its size to
however, excuse me?
be? Sorry, what do you estimate its size to be?
You see, it's very, very difficult to tell because getting a distance fix on something like that is very, very hard. Could have been anywhere from 500 yards to 5 miles in diameter. So I don't know, but it was huge.
Was it one of the triangular
Nope.
UFOs, or was it more disc-like?
It was oblate. It was it looked to me like an oblate sphere. And one of the first things I thought, well, this must be a lenticular cloud. And so I kept on looking at it to find out if it was, to see, okay, if it's a lenticular cloud, I'm going to see some sign of movement. There's going to be something there. There was nothing like that. This thing was totally solid metallic, and it did not change. I kept on staring directly at it to see if it would change. No, it doesn't change, do something. But it would. So, as I said, I stayed there for, until I was quite sure that there was no doubt about it, and then I just drove away.
Can you give me an example of another paranormal experience of yours, a specific one?
Just simply all kinds. Well, the first time I had an out-of-body experience, I was lying down, and I experienced, you ever hear of nocturnal paralysis?
Yeah.
Basically, I was lying down, I woke up, and I thought, so I better, maybe I'll get up and go to the bathroom or something. So I tried to move, and I couldn't. Immediately, I started to panic.
Mm-hmm.
There was a wall next to me. So, I figured, what's going on? I look, there's a bookshelf next to me, on the wall, right next to my head. That bookshelf was 4 feet above the ground. Okay? In other words, somehow I must have risen above my body. I couldn't figure out how this had happened. But anyway, I thought, oh my God, am I dead? What time is it? How long have I, if I'm dead, how long have I been dead? Suddenly I floated, I began to move. I floated in from the room that I was on into the kitchen of the house that I was in, turned a corner and looked directly at a clock that was on the stove there and saw the time. And at that point, I realized, this was, basically the middle of the night, and I woke up back up in my body. It took me a little bit, and I got control of my muscles, and I walked back in, and 1 minute later than it was when I looked at the clock. So, of course, some people are very good at gauging time and figuring out what time it is, but that was an exact estimate of the time after I'd been asleep for some period of time. So, that was something. Of course, it was terrifying because the first time you experience this nocturnal paralysis, you are going to be.
It's happened to me many times before. It's scary, like he says. You see your body lying on the couch or bed, and you move around, and you start panicking when you can't wake up.
Yes, I have had.
And then when you figure out you can have lucid dreamings and astral projections from that, you can do all kind of stuff, levitate, teleport. It's amazing. But it's scary at the same time because you encounter a lot of weird entities.
I have too much experience with these despicable creatures called trolls that have been specializing in what gets first done. You admit that you had a paranormal experience, and suddenly these creatures
They're
are
looking for any reason to dismiss you.
crawling all over the internet, right, saying nasty things about you. And unfortunately, you know, I don't know if you know anything about me, but I've been canceled. Me and my ideas have been canceled, despite the fact that they're totally proven. Been canceled for a long time because of the God thing, and also because people don't like IQ differentials. Okay? And so if there's an IQ differential, it's politically incorrect. And if you're talking about God and say God is mathematically provable on top of that, the trolls come out of the woodwork on you. Okay? And pretty soon, people are reading the internet and they see all this troll nonsense, and they somehow get the idea, oh wow, well there's smoke, there's fire, so this guy must be like totally off the wall, and then they don't pay attention to you, or they think that somehow your ideas are somehow tainted. And so this leads to what is called cancellation or cancel culture, which in my case has been going on for over 30
And now
years.
starting to get into that, but
And I'm sick. Okay.
another topic.
There's not an academic lie that could be faith. About 80 I've ever said and done. Nevertheless, I'm not invited to the conferences or symposia. I'm not invited to any media appearances. I mean, these are things that I should have been able to, there are ways that I should have been able to spread the word about my work and actually get it out there so that people could look at it. They would.
Might end the stream soon.
Yeah, so in the past.
Turning the PS4 off sounds so much. Nobody's writing in a single comment during the streams. I got a thumbs up, so somebody's watched and liked it. I saw 2 people watching for a moment when I was watching, showing the video. So that's good. Need to vent in this video, in this stream, just say what's on my mind. So. Hello, how are you? Can't really see your name, something with star. Hello, I'm okay. Just contemplating some subjects in life and existence in general, but other than that, I'm okay. And you? I'm doing not bad. I was just working out, trying to be flexible. That's great. Working out is good, and being flexible too. I'm quite flexible myself for a guy my size, and I weigh like 74 kilos or pounds, because if it's pounds, you're like my leg. It's the weight of my thigh, you know. Sorry, I don't mean to shame. I wasn't meaning to shame you in any way. I just have, you know, inappropriate humor, way of joking maybe. Oh, 74 kilos. Okay. Now I understand. I haven't weighed myself. I think I'm like 100 kilos at least. The lowest I've been is like 67. The highest I've been is like 130 kilos. I really need to get into a cross-dressing. I don't know why. Why do you need to do that? Is it because you need to express a certain side of you, or is it because you want to get admired, desired, fetishized, objectified? Because it's a two-sided coin, you know. When people start just appreciating your dress-ups and your feminine side, you start to feel like you get so much more attention when they see you like a feminine persona, and it affects your masculinity. So unless you're really like strong-minded, I don't recommend cross-dressing to people, to be honest. Well, then go ahead and do it. I recommend it if you want to try something new. There's a downside to everything in life, so you can't stop doing things because there's a downside to things either, another side. So one has to do what they want to do in life. So if you want to cross-dress, just do it. But there are like problems with it. Like I said, if you're not sure about your identity when you start cross-dressing, you might end up, you know, like body dysmorphic and dysphoric, and even want to reassign your gender and all of that. So there are downsides with it, because you might like the other you so much more that you don't want to go back to the normal you know. I actually had the same problem when I started. I was even considering if I was, you know, trans and all of that, I was signed up for one of these clinics. But then I just realized I just hated myself and wasn't comfortable with who I was. So I wanted to become somebody else. But then I started becoming comfortable in becoming myself and realized I don't need to become somebody else. I can just have another side and not give up on who I am. I just integrate it into my normal self, that duality, and not, you know, change my gender, I can say it, but, you know, calling me a she and all of that. taking hormones. It's kind of part of my identity as well. I used to them then. Oh, I see. Then go ahead and do it then. I don't use any pronouns more than he, myself, because I just want to show the world that a man can be beautiful, a man can be anything. A man doesn't have to hate being a man and still be feminine and seen as still be a dude even if he likes to be feminine and don't follow the norm and be gender fluid and non-binary in that sense, you know, when it comes to the norms about gender, but it also makes a lot of people, you know, see things in different ways because we have so much different extreme polarities, duality in this world. Just gonna fix something here. China, great outfit. Yes, they do. It's one of my favorite sites to myself when it comes to shopping feminine clothes, you know. So I'm going to change the music here. It's still a bit too something more rhythmic, you know. I'd come back later after I've shaven. I don't feel like looking cute and, you know, dressing up, but who knows if I do it. Depends on how I feel. I get like ASMR stuff from cross-dressing myself. I feel so relaxed. I can't describe the feeling. It's like I get like an ecstasy feeling, you know. My mind is like ecstatic, you know. Spiritual ecstasy in my head, you know, from it. It's weird to describe it. I always be ashamed that I can't be myself, and parents always put me down that I can't dress this way. But at the end of the day, getting support. I know it is. I know how it is, my English. Your surroundings are not very supportive, and so many conservative. Still so many conservative viewpoints and on even among family members that how you look, how you dress, who you are attracted to. It's none of their business. nobody else's business what you do with your body and how you look. And you know, why do they get so offended and angry with you for just trying to be yourself? They don't understand it. You know, my brother did the same when he found out I was a crossdresser. Basically, just removed me from my Instagram. You know, didn't explain why. Haven't explained it even today. You know, felt ashamed of me or something. It's very annoying to see how little support you get for being yourself in this world. I am bisexual, transsexual. That's great for you. I'm not uncertain what I am myself. I just take every day as it comes, you know, if I feel attracted to somebody or, you know, anything like that. If I feel like what do you call it? A bond or something, I will explore it, but it doesn't happen in my case. I'm like almost asexual. I have no interest in people today. I don't get attracted to anyone. Nobody, you know. I get so nervous buying women's clothes and makeup as well. Don't know what people will be like at the store. I can identify with that. I used to do it in the beginning, but I always got, you know, people staring. So I just started buying stuff from the internet because I don't want anybody to, you know, judging and question me. I look like some crazy metalhead, white crazy metalhead dude when I'm not with makeup or anything. So most people don't have the guts to tell me something anyway. They don't say anything. I'm bigger than a lot of the homophobes and the bigots out there, you know, that are masculine. I listen to a lot of metal myself too. I'm a metalhead, obviously. But I like goth music too. I used to listen to rap when I was younger, but then I outgrew it. Doesn't really attract me that much anymore. Should listen to Scar Lord Thumbs. Okay, I'll check it out. I have the time to. It's actually light outside, but I just like to sit in pure darkness. There are too many good. Yeah, there are a lot of good bands. I listen to a lot of metal. My preferences are usually like melodic black metal and death metal music. Thinking about regrowing my horns on my shin, you know. I would mind fuck you all if I cross-dress even with these. I would just look like some pirate, you know, Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean or something. I need to work out. Can't just live in cyberspace, man. To drink a monster to wake the fuck up. Always tired. I've already had like 3 huge cups of coffee since I woke up. You know, like these large, you know. I need to chill down with the caffeine, you know. I might get a heart attack. Otherwise, I just spend my time sleeping on my couch, or I mean on my armchair here, you know. Like one of those old guys, just fall asleep. Otherwise, I fall asleep in the middle of a game. If I'm gaming or watching something, then I wake up to the end of the video, you know, like a true old man. Happened when I gamed, you know, in death matches and stuff. I wake up and I hear on the headset, "Yo, what? Wake up! Fucking! Why are you AFK, bro?" You know, like some dude is just pissed that I'm sleeping in the middle of the game, you know. Wake up to getting kicked from a match too, you know. Started the game, I've been waiting, you know, and then when I open my eyes, it says, "You've been kicked from the match for idling too long, AFK," you know. On a matter of when. I think I'm ending the stream anytime soon. I need to work out and do things than just sitting here, you know. Do you remember me when I said go and get into cosplay or Spider-Man giving Quinn? Venom with blonde wig? Actually, I don't remember at all. Don't mean to sound rude. Must have been many years since we talked. Where did we talk? Instagram or my YouTube? I can't even remember, man. It's been like, oh, sorry, I don't mean. I know you said you were non-binary and all of that, but you know, just how I talk. I say man and dude and bro a lot. Doesn't matter when. If it's your last, Indeed, I want to Twitch stream plays, but indeed, I want to Twitch stream play 5 minutes. Oh, that's nice. I can't remember. Unfortunately, I don't remember. It sounds familiar though, but good luck with the Twitch streams and stuff, by the way. I'm gonna end the stream now, but it was nice talking to you, Mitria Store. Sorry for massacring your name, but it was nice talking for a moment here about cross-dressing and all of that difficulties. Yeah, see you around. Might come back later today. Depends on how I'm feeling. If I want to shave the beard or not. Yeah, see you then. Goodbye.